Hello! Thank you for joining our Graevale live show. Wrong side, Sasha, that side. Today, that way. I know this is just where I've got.
Biscuits.
We've got Amy from Ducky Reads over on Instagram joining us, as well as Ash from Ash's Adventures and Books, who is also one of the co-hosts. Yeah. How is everyone going?
Tired.
Yeah, about that actually.
Yeah, it's one of those days.
I think so.
Yeah. Let's see if anyone's here. Who have we got? We got Meredith. I don't know what that was, Meredith. Sorry. Good vibes, elbow cough. Yeah, good vibes. I think we're gonna have a good time today. Zoe, hello. Actually, over there. I'm so disorganized. I'm so sorry, everyone. Please excuse me. Let me just say in the Discord we're here. Okay, let's go with first initial thoughts about the book, shall we? Amy, if you want to start.
I thought it was really good, but legitimately my first thoughts when I was reading the book was Alex's parents are just so checked out.
Right.
Like you just never see them and they're just like completely just like, oh, I'm just like, you have a 16-year-old child whom you know is in danger. But yeah. I don't know. It was good. I liked that it picked it right back up, to be honest.
Yeah.
That they didn't muck around.
It pretty much dive straight in.
Yeah, definitely.
I like she seems to do that with all the books, I think. I don't think we've really had much of a lull period.
Yeah, no time jumps at all.
No. Well, except for that one in the last book.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, it's and Tracy's here as well. Hi, Tracy. Her parents are wild. Yeah. Her parents, like definitely. I feel like they're the only, like, well, it's weird to say unrealistic because it's a fantasy book.
I know exactly what you mean in terms of the relationships.
Yeah.
Just all the adults, really. But her parents particularly.
Yeah, and like they're just, I don't know, it feels like maybe they had Alex on accident and they're like, well, I guess we'll just keep her.
Surprise!
Yeah.
God knows that does happen a fair bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, and because they're so very focused on their work and like, yeah. How are you? What reread was this for you, Ash? Was this your first?
Third reread, I think.
Wow.
I've forgotten so much.
Yeah, me too, actually. This is my first reread, and I was like, I don't remember this. I don't remember. I'm like, have I even read this book? But no, yeah, I think it was very surprising, but I think it's definitely my favorite of the series. It's a 5-star read for me. I don't know about you guys.
For me too.
Yeah.
All the others, I think, were like 4.5 tops.
Yeah.
This is the first 5-star in core pile. So.
Yeah. If I was a half-star person, I would have given it 4.5. So it definitely did go up for me. I thought it was better.
Yeah.
Is it your favorite of the series? Or is that still Dracora?
Ooh. Probably Dracora, but like barely.
Yeah.
Like it's close.
Not by much.
Yeah, it's real close. Yeah. I enjoyed them both, to be honest. I did like seeing, like, obviously the world expands, and I really enjoy that. Obviously, we're in star rating, so I don't want to go into details, but that's what I really liked about it.
Yeah, it was definitely 5-star for me.
Mm.
Let's have a look. Yeah, her parents are wild. I enjoy her parents. They make me laugh. They
They are
definitely are.
funny.
I
Yeah.
think they're there for comedic relief after what Jordan's been through. I don't think
Mm.
he's really a comedic relief anymore.
No.
No, definitely
So
not.
Oh,
I feel like
no.
this was the one where we saw her parents the most.
Yeah, I think so.
A little bit, yeah.
They have way too much faith and ability to look after her.
100%.
I think for a bit there. Oh no, yeah, because when that person comes and like tells them like, oh, Alex is gonna have to like save the world, whatever, and they're just laughing, like, oh, Darius came to us, ha 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 ha. Like I thought that was, I'm like, this is the person you've trusted your daughter in, and you're like just laughing at him.
Yeah.
5 stars, yeah. I like the last one better, but this is still good. 4 stars. This one had a slow start. Really? I gave this one 4 stars. Cool. I was looking, because I read this back in 2017, and I was looking at my reading journey on Goodreads, and apparently one of my comments was, we've only got 100 pages left and nothing has happened.
Oh.
And I find that so funny after reading it for the second time now, and I'm like, there's so much stuff has been happening.
Yeah.
What was 6 years ago Sasha thinking? But yeah, Ash, what are you, is this your favourite of the series, or is it Dracora?
I think I kind of like Amy. They're very, very close. I think they're probably evenly matched in terms of favorites. Yeah.
I think
though Dracora was the one I sped through the most, so I'd still say probably that, but not by much. Yeah. This probably is a close second.
Yeah. I think this one incited more feelings in me, like more emotion. And I think because I'm a more vibes girly, I think, yeah, the vibes are just there for me. But yeah, it was cool seeing all the different races though.
Even though we don't get too much time with them, although I don't know if that's spoiler territory. We get some.
Yeah, like, I mean, you do get to meet all the races, and seeing how they go, like seeing what they are compared to the Mayarans and the humans. Did anyone get the feeling? Okay, so for the water race, I can't remember their name. Hang on.
Flips.
The Flips.
Was it?
I don't know.
I got like, I just imagined them that they looked like the water avatars from the second Avatar movie.
I haven't seen that yet.
Me neither.
Okay.
I really want to though.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was imagining. Pretty much they look like the other avatars. They've just got more like watery features. And then the Jarnoks, I was thinking of those little teddy bears from Star Wars. But like with more human-like features.
It's not the Ewoks, is it?
Yeah, the Ewoks, yeah.
Yeah.
I know, what were you guys thinking?
I'm for the Flips, I imagine something along the lines of Jar Jar Binks, but like more serious.
Oh, yeah.
And for the Jarnoks, I imagine something like along the lines of like Animal from the Muppets.
Oh, cool. I like how we both had a Star Wars thing, though.
Yeah.
What about you, Ash?
I didn't really picture any of them. I'm not visual at all.
I mean, I can't picture the Shadow Walkers or the Day Riders. I can't picture them for some reason.
I'm okay with the Shadow Walkers. The Day Riders have got me a little lost. I think because there's nothing that I've seen so far in like pop culture that sort of really fits.
Yeah.
But yeah. Because my body just sort of copies and pastes.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
We need visuals.
Pretty much.
I feel like this one was more character focused, where the others were really plot focused. Yeah, she did do a lot of growing, especially with, I guess we'll go into spoilers now, her teacher. What was his name?
Is it Darius?
No.
Not Darius.
Athra.
Yeah, Athra.
Oh.
They pronounced it two different ways in the audiobook. I found that super annoying.
Really?
At the beginning of Thora, and then later on they said Athra. I was like, pick one, please. It was super distracting, but yeah, I couldn't sort of like, I don't know, get with him, like figure him out really.
I was just saying, because they've got a pronunciation guide in the back of the book.
Yeah,
they do too. What does it say?
He's not on there.
What?
He's not on there.
Flips journals.
Why they put flips in there then? Like, we all know how to say that. Okay. That's so weird. Oh, I see what it means by flipping journal. Silly. Oh my goodness.
It was my favorite so far. I felt Dracora had a slower start.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
As someone who reads the audiobooks, like, I thought this was super helpful.
Yeah.
Like, not so much for the pronunciation guide, but just to have all the characters listed and see how their names are spelled. Super helpful.
Pictured the Shadow Wolf better than the others. Oh my gosh, the Shadow Wolf.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, I loved
her so much.
I, like we said before, copy and paste. I was thinking of a Pokemon, Poochyena, as a Shadow Wolf. I don't know why, but then when she grew up, I was like thinking of a different Pokemon. But yeah, I totally forgot about her when I first started reading. As soon as we came up to that spot, I was like, oh, that's right.
I want to know how she's got the Day Rider paw. I want to know how that happens. Like, how does one become tainted with the light? Like, how does that happen? I thought that was like, if you have two Shadow Wolf mummies, and if you have a Shadow Wolf mummy and a daddy, then surely you would have a Shadow Wolf puppy.
Exactly, unless...
So how does that happen?
I just thought they crossbreeded somehow. Maybe 2 months got out or something.
Possibly.
Maybe, but I'm like, I want to see if they actually address that later on. I'll be very interested to see.
Well, that's when they're talking about prophecy, like day and night collide or whatever. I was like, oh, it's the Shadow Wolf. Like, duh.
I didn't even go there. Did not even enter my head. That did not even just... I'm like, yep, the Day Riders and the Shadow Walkers, they're going to do the thing. Did not even think about Soraya.
No, see, I was thinking about Soraya, and then once Avon brought his big sword out, I was like, oh no, that's what they're talking about.
Yeah, true. There was that as well. But I was like, yep, we're going to do this. Yep, dog, nah, nothing.
Picture Daywalkers as zombies from Walking Dead.
That's excellent.
I could be.
I think because they were just supposed to be like, they're just white and like pale. Oh yay! Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one that pictured Pokemon then. Yes. I don't know. Does anyone have any other thoughts before we get to the really heartbreaking part.
I totally
Oh,
forgot
what?
about the cannibalism part.
I was
Where he's
literally just about to
I've
talk about
forgotten
that.
I'm like, oh, I forgot that happens. Oops.
Why didn't the teachers warn them?
Yeah.
She's like, hey, tell me what I need to know.
Hello.
And they don't tell her.
Of course
I'm
not.
like,
You stupid.
Yeah, but they're like, oh, you would have gone anyway. It's like, yeah, but I
like,
would have been
yeah.
more
the
prepared.
information.
At least I wasn't known shit.
Let's just send a 16-year-old and her friends to their, to their deaths. Yes,
To a cannibal, yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go there.
totally fine.
To be
I don't
honest, half the time when Jackson was talking, I'm like, he's got some good points. I'm like, is that like the adult in me? He's the king's advisor
That's
who
right.
doesn't like Alex.
Oh yeah.
I got it, but I was too in Alex's head at that point. I was just like, go away. Like, shut.
Because
Take
I'm
away
like,
your-
yeah, I probably would have done the same. Like, this person's just trying to
100%.
like, yeah.
Go away.
I would be the biggest buzzkill in the world. But I was just in Alex's head, way too in Alex's head. So I was just like, go away, grumpy old man.
Yeah.
He's
But then
this, I have
everyone,
my
like,
couple.
everyone but Jackson was like, oh, we're going to help you in our own way. Like, here's a tattoo and...
We can't agree to do anything because we know how dangerous it is, but we'll just back the 16-year-old with just all these little things and not enough information.
What do we think of Bear's brother and Caden's sister? I thought that
Very
was so
much.
cute.
2 thumbs up. Love it.
Yeah.
Big fan.
I was here like, oh my gosh, Bear and Alex are going to kind of be related because, like, she's going to get with Caden and then he's going to get, like, then Bear's brother's going to get with Caden's sister, so they're going to be extended family.
It's all going to be very cute.
Yeah.
I was totally on board because I'm like, from what we know about Bear's brothers, they're quite a lot like Bear. And I was like, and Jira's awesome. We love Jira. And so I'm like,
yeah,
I like this. This is great. Didn't see enough of the boys, in my opinion, to be honest.
No.
I'd like to have seen the boys a bit more.
I think she kind of did that on purpose so Caden could come in.
Yeah, I suppose.
But then we totally got completely strung along with that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Caden. Okay, let's just talk about Caden James.
Yeah, let's do it.
He's
What do
so...
you think of his powers that he can basically take? So I thought that was fascinating.
And how much I kind of like how he freaked her out by going, I know all this stuff already. Like, you can trust me. And she's still freaking out. And I'm going, come on, please.
Exactly. Like, I don't know why she doesn't, like, why she wasn't very trustworthy of him. Like, she full on trusted Bear and Jordan straight away. So what's different with Caden?
Yeah. I'm with Merb. Totally on board with Caden now.
Yeah.
It took me a while. Because I was like, it's super problematic, but her and Nikes would be good.
Yeah, no, me too. That's what I was doing too.
Yeah.
I was like,
super problematic. And I'm glad that it didn't end up happening. But
tomato.
They did at least have that past background, which, did take away a bit of that power dynamic, but not enough of it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I still liked it. But now I'm totally on board with Caden.
And, like, because when the thing happened, I'm like, she's not going to be able to grieve with anyone. Like, no one's going to be able to help her get through this because no one knew about him.
No one's going to understand.
And then Caden came over, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, Caden! So I'm actually really happy that happened. Like, yeah, that Lynette Noni did that for Caden, for Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah, gave it someone.
Yeah.
And gave him I don't want to say tragic backstory, but like something with a little bit of substance. so that he understood some of her more complex emotions as well.
Yeah.
I liked that.
Yeah, that was really sad, wasn't it?
For the last that chunk of the book, I felt a bit sick just because I was dreading what was going to happen because I knew it was going to be bad.
You know what's coming.
I didn't cry, but I was like, oh man, something bad's going to happen. Something real bad's going to happen.
And then,
good old anxiety.
When is it Declan?
Caden's mate.
Yeah, their nice little. They met. How they met through the hospital. I thought that was nice. Nice little bonding moment.
I was trying to imagine a 3-year-old Caden and Declan going, oh my god, too cute. And
oh my gosh,
no, you
go.
I was just thinking about how Caden was teasing. Sorry, Declan was teasing Caden.
Yeah.
About how he felt about Alex, and I was just like, and he's like,
yeah,
no worries. And I'm like, more of this, please.
Yeah, I wish we did get more friendship moments between all of them.
Yeah,
I think we might get that in the next book, the novellas.
Yes.
I think so, from what I remember. Yeah. It's been a while.
I'm excited.
But when Caden was saying he's the first time we kiss, it's not going to be in front of a dorm room or something like that. I was like, oh, Caden!
Very sure of himself, Mr. Cookie.
Yeah.
I
don't remember being that sure of myself at 16 or 17, probably.
Well, he's a couple years older, I think. Yeah, it would have been awful for her. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, always. He was such an unexpected character through the last couple of books too, Nikes.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed him.
Yeah, okay, let's talk about Nikes.
Yeah.
We have to.
I know. I don't know, he's my favorite character, and I didn't think I was going to cry this time.
I came this close because my mother was sitting across from me. I'm not doing it here. I'm not doing it here.
I got angry because I called it, and well, rather I was hoping it wouldn't happen, and then I just got really cranky and I went out and ranted to my husband. It's like, and he's like, oh,
it's okay.
He's pretty good like that. He'll just like,
Yeah.
But yeah, I was a bit cranky.
Yeah, because he's probably the most constant for her.
Yeah.
Considering their situation. But I totally forgot about Bear's father and Lady Mystique.
Yeah. Yes. That was
sad too.
I was not happy. Not happy. I'm like, is that all we genuinely get to see of his family this book? And then that happens? I was like, oh.
We should have called it though when she brought when the family came to visit. It's we should have noticed, knowing something was going to happen.
Is Gammy his mum?
I know we came across his sister again at some point.
I'm just trying to work out if Gammy's William's mum, then I'm like, oh god, we're either going to get some really rough scenes or or they won't show it at all. I'm like, I'm a bit worried now.
Now that Avon knows Alex.
Oh shit!
Oh no!
The way he was roaring, I was like, oh shit!
Oh shit!
It's so bad that I want a redemption arc for Avon. I don't, and I do, and it's terrible. It's terrible. I know it is, but
Well, I kind of do too, to be fair.
And I'm
No.
like, see, she's wonderful. You fell in love with her for a reason. Like, don't be big. But that's never going to happen. Like, that would be
No,
terrible.
not after
That would
he
be,
started eating hearts.
Oh,
yeah, that's.
no.
I was like, what?
I was not
And
expecting that out of YA.
no,
I totally
No.
forgot about it. I'm like, oh shit, that happens. Right.
Yeah,
Cool.
pretty much. I was like, I've read Tender as the Flesh, but that was more shocking.
I haven't even read that.
It's a lot.
I want to, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't get anything, really. He gets this quick reunion with Maggie, and then that's it. And I'm just like, are you joking?
You're kidding me.
right? Yeah,
so
and like,
crazy.
because I forgot that Maggie was his sister. So when
Yeah.
they first fell and saw Maggie, I'm like, oh, is this like a lost lover or something?
That was my first thought.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because she's like, oh, my brother's gone now. I didn't even think that it was Nikes.
Yeah.
She only hinted at it, but she never said anything more.
Yeah.
Well, I just took her straight at her word directly as well. But I'm like, people say that about people that are still living all the time. So I'm like,
Exactly.
okay. But yeah, I was totally going for the lost lover thing as well.
Yeah.
Yep. Or that, I should say.
It's just, and the letter.
Oh no! Don't.
Oh my God! Wait, hang on.
At
the end, yes.
Yes.
I saw. I don't know how long ago it was, but Lynette Nonny had in her author shop blankets and the print was of the letter.
Oh my God! Oh no, that's Avon's letter. Ew. Okay, I'm getting sad now.
Put it away.
Oh, Jesus. I'm never going to see a book where someone gets something called Kitten and think the same way again.
No, I know, right?
Like,
like usually when you think kitten, you think like a sexy book, but like this is just so much more emotional.
Yeah. And it was so, I don't know, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like sort of older sibling energy, I suppose. You know, like, you know, you're young, you're small, you're young, you're defenseless. I'm going to help you with that.
Yeah. And the way he helped, like, as soon as she woke up to find, like, and realized that she was going to be facing that Trell person with a double-bladed staff, she went straight to Nikes and was like, help me.
I'm screwed.
That was really good, though, too. Like, I felt like Trell was really a small character, but I felt like I liked the way she was written.
Yeah.
You know, like where she's like, no.
I thought that because when we first went to the Shadow Walkers, when she just took Soraya from that person, like she dumps that person in the river, right? And she's like, well, why isn't he like shadow walking? And she's like, oh, because he's wet. And I'm like, oh, maybe she'll use that in the battle because they can't shadow walk when they're wet.
It was very, it felt a little out of the blue almost. But maybe we'll see it in the future books.
Yeah, maybe. Well, she does. Well, now that they're all band together, she doesn't really need to use that.
It's true.
But yeah, the letter had me more emotional than his death.
Yeah. I agree.
And
I think if I was reading physically, I would have cried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was listening to my audiobook, but then Kayla went to bed. I'm like, oh, I don't need to do anything. I can just read now. So I just took my book out. So yeah, I read it and I was like, bawling my eyes out. I'm really glad though that Nikes went after Caden and was like, here, like, give this to Alex.
I like that he vouched for Caden.
Yeah.
Twice. I was like, come on, let's do it. I am a sucker for a romance.
Yeah. And it's so slow burn as well. Like this is probably only one of the slow burns that I like. What do we think of like the Mayarans up in Dracora? Like, because I don't think we saw them afterwards.
Impotent, I guess, would be the word I would use. Like they just sort of,
they're
not really doing anything. I feel like they were Sorry, you go, Ash.
They were just sort of there, like, okay, well, yep, cool. Yep.
That was pretty much my exact.
They're still here, by the way.
They're just like, all they did was argue with Alex, or go, oh god, we haven't got any Leandra, or if that Gael fella, like, cause trouble. Like they didn't really do anything. I don't think they brought anything to the story.
No, not in this book anyway.
No.
I'm really glad that we haven't confirmed Xeraxis' death. So in my head, he's still alive.
Yeah, we've only had was Zeronia? His mum's, like her death's been confirmed, but
yeah. So I'm hoping they're just hiding and they'll show up in the final battle.
Remind the Mayarans why it's helpful to help those that they're better than.
Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, I wonder, like, does anyone have any, I guess, theories about what might happen in Bardasia?
Let me have a look at the Discord because my end feelings were more on there. I have a feeling there's something in there. Let's have a look.
I think I remember vaguely most of what happened, so I'm going to just...
Okay.
I'm not saying anything.
Honestly, I know she's... the only really thing that really sticks out to me, she's going to hurt us a lot. And she's going to make us wait for Alex and Caden. Like, a long time. I honestly, at this point, I just know that there's going to be some sort of culmination and yeah, that's it. I can't really pass out exactly what I think she might actually do because so far she's surprised me a few times.
Yeah. She's good like that.
Yeah. It's making me more excited for her other series as well.
Yeah. Like, you haven't read any of them?
I haven't. I've got the Prison Healer series. Like I got all 3 from Big Dub. I saw them for heaps cheap.
Oh,
so
nice.
I jumped on them. So I'm really keen to read that now that I'm reading the Madoran Chronicles because I feel like she's gonna, you know, I feel like I'm gonna enjoy myself.
She's definitely, she knows what to do. I don't.
Tracy's comment. Tracy's comment. Bang on.
Like I'm always wrong.
I just saw that. I was like, oh my god, yes, me, very much me. Oh man.
Hoping we'll see. Yeah, I'm hoping we do see him. Epic Abe and Death. Yeah.
Yes, take him out.
They can't kill him until they unclaim everyone.
Yes, because then everyone else dies too.
Yes, so I don't know how they're going to do it.
God, that means he'll be so weak by the time they take him out that maybe he might be a little bit humbled. Just a little bit.
No, I don't think so.
Nah, probably not. Girl can dream.
Oh, yes, she does like to traumatize Alex because with making Nike stab her and like torture her.
Oh, rough. He didn't even know what he was doing to her either.
No,
That was, and on
I
nicer
felt
side of
it.
it,
that was
yeah, on
dark for
nicer side of it,
YA.
having to actually do the thing. Like,
Mhm.
whoa. No, thank you.
It's just such a good book. Such a good book. But yeah, it was very, I don't know. But yeah, how about Darius going behind Alex's back to go talk to her parents?
I can't figure out whether they think she's got enough maturity to deal with things or whether they think she's a child. Like, which is it?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
some consistency would be really good.
But yeah, because, and like, I know Darius is powerless right now, but like, that doesn't mean that she can't do anything. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just really random.
I agree. But whatever happens, save Fletcher and save Bear's family.
Yes.
Then I will be happy.
Don't kill any of them off, or we'll have issues.
No, none of them. I love them.
That's really
Then again, I
strange.
love knives and, you know.
2 people didn't like Prison Healer. Like the first book.
I'll be interested to see how I go with it.
But
Should make that the next one.
They want to continue it. Book 1, I liked book 1. I think it is very.
It is a bit slow. I will
follows
give it
the
that.
formula. It follows like the YA formula.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. I like the YA formula.
Yeah.
Yeah, YA fantasy works. I'm good with that. As long as it's not YA contemporary, I'm usually pretty good.
Yeah, so yeah, it follows the YA fantasy formula pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to see how the rest of the series goes. See what's going on. Yeah, she really does need to chill.
Yes, thank you.
I was reading that the other night and thinking, this is really dark for YA. What are you doing?
I think they just know that adults read YA, so we're going to add that in there.
We don't need.
Yeah, like I couldn't believe like I was
fine.
recommending these to 12-year-olds. I was like, oh my god,
No.
like, them. Prison Healer was my favorite of the trilogy. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I just thought the trials were so lazily done.
Lazily done. Okay.
She does go hard in this series.
She does go hard. Maybe because it was like more of an indie publisher as well. Maybe she had more of her own.
I think she might have had more creative freedom, maybe, being an indie publisher, whereas Penguin is sort of more follow this formula, maybe.
Yeah, like Bloomsbury, they're like, oh, we know what works, so you need to do this. But I don't know if her next book is going to be with Bloomsbury. Does anyone know?
I haven't heard anything.
She said, I think she said she got signed with someone. I can't remember.
I think it was a new agent.
I'm terrible at keeping up. I really am.
I don't know if she's still with Penguin though.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure like Penguin's the mob that did the Prison Healer series.
Exciting news. A new agent, Jennifer Azantian of Azantian Literary Agency.
That's an agency though. I don't know what it's.
What's the difference? Like, I have no idea anything about any of this stuff.
I don't know either.
It's like agent to editor to publisher. I'm not sure. I don't know the second two which order they go in, but yeah, I think it's like agent first and then querying publishers. I think. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think the agent is who goes to the publishers for them.
Yeah.
I think. Sure.
Like a spruiker almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe she felt like maybe her old agent wasn't doing
Maybe.
doing what they needed, or maybe their old agent left or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Urgent news.
Imagine it's like with anything, any job.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't see anything besides that. Good old Twitter.
Sorry, I just got distracted.
As you do.
Yeah. Now someone drew the scene where Aben sees Alia with red blood.
That was a horrible scene.
Yeah.
That was gut-wrenching. That was terrible.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
negotiates the publisher deal. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that scene was you know when you know everything's about to go pear-shaped, you feel a bit sick, right, anxious, and you're just like, yeah.
Oh no.
That was. Oh, I was like,
I can't remember who it was in this book,
mm.
but the way they were like telling Alex, like, did you go and murder all those people? Did you go and do this? And Alex like, no, but it's my fault. And it's like, no, it's not. You didn't make the decision.
I remember that, yeah. I can't remember who it was though.
Every time she blamed herself, I was like, nah.
What's that?
Yeah.
It annoyed me so much. You know, because I was like, it's not your fault. It is a terrible, awful thing that happened that someone blames you for, but it's not your fault.
Yeah, exactly.
That really bugged me.
It's not like you went out and killed those people yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was something that really got to me when she kept blaming herself.
But yeah, I don't know. Does anyone have any other thoughts or things they want to talk about?
Not off the top of my head.
I'm like,
I don't know. Anyone in the comments want to have any thoughts they just need to scream about?
Yes, please. Let's hear them.
Yeah. Like, she's been doing so much, and I feel like we're still in the year, like, it's still her second year, I think she's been there. Like, the first book was one whole year.
Yeah.
Was Raylia a full year? Was Raylia half a year?
I can't remember.
I don't remember Caldoris in the second one. So I'm guessing.
Maybe not.
If she's not in her second year, if not, then I would say she'd be beginning her third year if I had to guess. But it's not been. It's definitely not a year per book like a lot of other ones are.
That's true. And I remember coming back from, so in Dracora, it was only like 2 weeks in Dracora.
Yeah.
And,
that's true because she's like, oh, very brown. And I'm like, but it's winter. And they're like, you're just glowing. Like, you look like you've been in the sun. So it must have been, maybe it was the Caldoris break in Dracora. Maybe. That also threw me off too because obviously we're not in snowy environments. So obviously we don't see that change in the skin as much. So I was like, is it really that different? Like, it threw me off a bit.
But yeah, I think that's it.
It was a good book. It was a really good book.
It was a very good book.
Yeah.
And do you know, so We Three Heroes, Ash, when does that take place?
So it takes place in between Graevale and the final book.
Okay.
So you have to have read the first 4 before you read that because it does spoil the previous 4. But it does, it's set before the final books though. Yeah.
Alrighty. Cool.
I nearly bought it at the same time. Oh, sorry, Sasha, you go.
No, you're right.
I nearly bought it when I bought this because I was like, I've got to read it anyway. And I noticed it was like almost as thick. And I was like, dang. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a nice, bit meatier than I thought it was going to be. So I'm like,
yeah.
Is it the same story but different perspectives?
Yeah, so you get DC, Jordan, and Bear's perspectives at
Okay.
I'm
various time points, from what I remember. It's been a while since
Mm.
I've read it, so.
Are we gonna get Bear grieving?
Oh God.
I think so, from what I
Oh
remember.
God.
Yes.
Brace,
From what I
brace
remember,
yourselves.
yes.
Oh no. No. It'll be interesting to see if we get Jordan's perspective when he goes to see his parents, actually.
Yeah, because does he know that his dad was there at Graevale?
Ooh.
I
I know that Marcus said that he didn't, but obviously you can't be sure, can you?
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, I hate his parents so much.
oh my God, they're bad. They're terrible.
So yeah, the next live stream will be the last Sunday of July, the 30th,
Lovely.
over on Ash's channel. So excited for that. Yeah, I don't know what time you want to do it, Ash.
I'll work it out. Probably
Yeah.
10 a.m.
Yeah, sorry about the mix up
Oh, no,
this
that's
morning,
fine.
everyone.
It's fine.
I was telling everyone 11, and then I went and looked. I'm like, oh, it's actually 10. I'm like, I've made plans. My bad. Sorry, guys. But yeah. Thanks all for coming, and thank you, Amy and Ash, for coming on with me to chat. Hopefully we all enjoy the next book. But yeah, like you all know, we've got the Discord where we can talk all the spoilery things while we're reading it. But yeah, so OMG. Yes, we're gonna get Dix's perspective.
Yes.
Ready for cute Dix and Jordan scenes.
Yes.
Yeah, tissues for never. Okay. Excited to read it, but also scared. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Well, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And yeah, see you all very soon. Bye.